100 for the day is the century mark now for sixth-year senior Rodney Smith.
Now Smith showing the speed to the outside. Oh, a move! Smitty trucks a Cornhusker.
They go to the ground again. That has been a heavy dose of that for Minnesota. It's a touchdown. A 100-yard rush game here for Rodney Smith, the veteran leader.
Rodney Smith got off to a bit of a slow start this year coming back from injury, but he has caught fire in a big way. More than 100 rushing yards in all 4 conference games. Third in the nation in rushing yards the last 4 weeks, and leads all backs in first downs for undefeated Minnesota with 26. And we are pleased to be joined now from our studio in Minneapolis by Gophers running back Rodney Smith. And Rodney, let's talk about the team first. Obviously, we were looking at your personal accomplishments, and they are remarkable. And we'll talk about that in a moment. But here's a team. A year ago at this time, you were 3-4. Now, you were injured, weren't necessarily playing, but you were a big part of that team nonetheless. Now this team is 7-0. How have you turned it around so dramatically?
Well, you know, we started preparing in January, and we saw our potential in this team. We knew that we had a good team last year, and we had to get better each and every day. Like I said, that preparation started for us in January, spring ball, springboarding into summer workouts, into fall camp, and now in the season, getting better each and every week, each and every game. And we know that, like I said, in the Big Ten, you can lose any week. So we take each season as a 1-0 championship season, and it's been working out for us.
And all that being said, there are a lot of people who still aren't convinced. I mean, you look at your ranking, for instance, you are the lowest ranked undefeated power conference team. There is a 2-loss team ahead of you. Do you guys take offense to that?
We don't. Like I said, we know that in college football you can lose any week, and you have to come out and play your best game every week. So we don't take offense to it. We know we have to earn the respect from everybody out there, everybody else out there, but we have to do what we can do to control those things, and that's go out each and every week and play the best we can play, and hopefully we come out on top.
What's the vibe been like on campus with this team at 7-0?
It's exciting. It's an exciting time to be on campus. First time in a long time since we've started 7-0. So it's definitely exciting to be on campus. The students are excited. The alumni are excited. Everybody coming out and supporting. And that's what we want. We want the support from the fan base and the entire state of Minnesota. Like I said, go out each and every week and play the best we can play.
For you personally, I mentioned last year you were injured. You hurt your knee early on in the season, missed the rest of the year. How challenging was that rehab and getting back to this point where you can be as productive as you have been?
It was an extreme challenge for me. What made it easier for me were my teammates and my family and the entire staff here at Minnesota. They made sure that I was in high spirits. Coach Fleck made sure that he traveled me to each game so that I wasn't in my room alone, being down. And I appreciated that. And coaching up those guys last year helped me a lot. I had to grow up, and I learned a lot standing on the sideline and coaching the team up. And I'm glad to see those things come to fruition here during the season.
You are now less than 100 yards from passing the all-time school mark for all-purpose yards held by Darrell Thompson, who is an absolute legend, as you are well aware, in Minneapolis. What would it mean to pass that mark?
It would be an extreme honor. I talked to Darrell a lot. He reached out to me during my injury. So that's someone I definitely look up to. He's heavily involved in the community. And it would be nothing but an honor to be even mentioned in the same sentence with Mr. Darrell Thompson.
Now, you mentioned it, but I mean, he is a prominent face around the Gopher program. He is the radio color man, among other things. So whatever game it is that you break that mark, he'll be there watching it and describing it. Would you talk any smack once that happens?
Of course not. No, I wouldn't. Like I said, I have the utmost respect for Mr. Darrell, and he's helped me out the entire time I've been here, and I have nothing but love and respect for him.
You obviously were not recruited by Coach Fleck. He came in the middle of your time in Minneapolis. What do you remember about first meeting him and all of the mantras and row the boat and all that kind of stuff? What do you remember about what was going through your mind as you heard all that?
My mom actually took the time to research it before I even got on campus because, you know, he got hired like January 2nd, and we were still on winter break. So our first team meeting was actually on Facebook Live. And she did research on it, and she told me some things about it. And I remember meeting with the guys that were coming back and telling them that, you know, giving them a chance, buying in. Buying in looks different for everybody, but ultimately the guys that decided to stay, we all bought in because we saw something special in him and we believed in his vision. And like I said, we know we have to work each and every day, and he brings that mentality for the entire team. He cares about you, he really does. Like I said, he didn't have to keep everybody around that he did. I know when new coaches come in, they want to get their guys in, but he chose to invest in us, the guys that were still here. He took his time with us, learned our stories, learned where we came from. And like I said, not all coaches take the time to figure out the guys that have stayed, and that's what I appreciate about Coach Fleck. He took the time out to learn about everybody on the team that remained here.
Finally, as you look to go to 8-0 this weekend, what's the most important thing you guys need to do against Maryland?
On offense, we have to take care of the ball. It's a very fast and physical defense and maintain drives. And on defense, we have to limit the explosive plays. They have a ton of playmakers on their offense. Maryland is an extremely athletic team and physical team. So we just have to sustain drives on offense and try to keep them off the field and take care of the ball. And like I said, on defense, limit those explosive plays.
Gophers running back Rodney Smith. Rodney, congratulations on all your success, not just this year, but throughout your career. Real pleasure to get a few moments to talk to you here.
Thank you. Appreciate you.